Yo, yo, what's up? It's your main man, Bud Cuz, Mr. No Faking. And we here on Clown Silly TV. Hey, this wasn't nothing much, man. I'm just trying doing something different, man. This your main man, Bud Cuz, on Clown Silly TV. Hey, you know, this ain't very much of nothing. I'm just doing something a little different, doing what I like to do. I'm outside, yeah, so I'm using this equipment, you know what I mean? I'm using this equipment, and I ain't got all my shit outside. I already don't got the best equipment. So I already don't got, excuse me, y'all, my bad. I, I already ain't got the best shit. So, anyway, so I'm outside. So if it's a little choppy, please excuse me. This ain't too much of nothing. We just cooling anyway. So what's going on? And I'm about to tell y'all this little story, man. Story crazy. The story is fucking crazy, y'all. But as we doing that, I got some music from some of our locals. So we gonna play a little something right quick before we get started. Give y'all a minute to get it together. But I got a little something to tell y'all. But we gonna listen to some of my mans right quick. This 20s, four side, saucing. Let's get it. Hey. Mm. I'm sorry, this is the best sound I can get. I turn it up too loud, it's gonna get the bullshit. Okay. Ooh. Let me say he's sauce. I like this shit. My nigga. A deal. Come on, man. Don't do me like that while I'm trying to jam. That nigga say sauce. Saucing. Ooh. Hey. All right, y'all. We gonna be cool. We gonna come back. I hope y'all was able to. My bad. Uh, I hope y'all was able to hear some of it at least. Shit. Cause the sound be low and shit like that, man. And like I said, okay, I'm outside. Okay, look, this motherfucker say here, hey, y'all with me, shit. This motherfucker say, look, the current frame rate is too low. Please set the frame rate to 15 to 60 frames. I don't know what the fuck that means. Let me see if I can do it right here. If I can do it right here. Let me see. No, I don't see no. I don't see where to do that at. So I'm just gonna skip that shit. Okay. Now, I seen the title. I said, man, don't never let the looks fool y'all, man, because you never know your motherfucking life can depend on it. Check this out. Now, listen, ain't no faking in this shit. It's real shit. True story. Look, man, my little cousin Raylo, R.I.P. Raylo, rest in peace. I love you, boy. If y'all know, y'all know. You know what I'm talking about. Back in, I said, let me get it direct. Okay, I maybe was like 17. You did 17, so that would have put Raylo at 15. And if I was 18, he might have been 15, 16, going on 17, something like that. That's where we was at. So we know we doing what guys that from our environment, what we do when we trying to make money on our own and we don't got a job. We selling peanuts. Okay, we selling peanuts and shit. So it was this particular man. It was a white man. He kept a suit on and shit. Every time he come by some peanuts, he got some bread. I'm like, damn, like every time he came, he ain't never had less than $100 bill. And he ain't never want no change or nothing. He spending that whole 100. It's been times where he asked for shit and just keep it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, that motherfucker got some money. But I didn't know how depth that money was quite yet, but I just knew every time we see him, there's $100 bill coming. You dig? So, but this was like from the crib. This like at the house, he pull up on our street. But as we start mingling, and me and my little cousin, we outside, we around other parts of the neighborhood. We see them pulling up, and we see everybody rushing, attacking them. We like, God damn, somebody must got some better peanuts or bigger peanuts or something. Like, how the fuck he even get over here? Y'all know him? They like, yeah, man, that's my white boy. You know, everybody that sell peanuts in them days call them my white boy. So he like, yeah, man, that's my white boy. So we like, damn, how the fuck? Who the fuck? Okay, it's all good, no big deal. So we tried to keep that lock on them. So we basically start doing them favors and shit, you know, giving them a little extra for real so we can keep them up on us. All right. Now he's starting to come directly to the house. See, at first we didn't want motherfucker to know where the house was there. Actually, he was coming to the house the first time. He just didn't know that's where he was coming. But now we telling her, man, look, you can come here and knock on this back door. You know, come get you some peanuts. All right, so now, mind you now, my grandmother at this time, they had stopped working. No, they had to stop working. They were still working, but they had my uncle Kelly, rest in peace, Kelly, man, I love you, man. He used to come over to drive my grandma to work every morning. We used to waking up and grandma going to work. You know, 3:30 in the morning, she getting up, taking a shower and shit. About 4:15, 4:45, she gone. So that's the thing. But you know, we being hard heads and shit. My uncle always catch a motherfucker downstairs, and he, what y'all niggas got these motherfuckers in my mama house for? Get these niggas out my mama house. You know, he be on that shit. So he started getting to the point where he come over to come get my grandma. He got to come downstairs, and then he got to look around and shit. You know, depending on what mood he in. Sometimes he might look extra hard and find a motherfucker. Sometimes he might just come, and he might even know somebody there and just keep it moving. So it's all good. So that's what we got going on. So now back to this white boy. He came over one day, and I'm like, man, I'm trying to get some of that motherfucking money like you. Because despite of him buying peanuts from me, he always seemed to have more money than I got. You dig? A bunch of it. So he say to me, man, if you want to get some motherfucking money with me, man, you can't be scared, man. You got to be real. So, you know, I'm like, okay, but like I said, I'm a teenager. You know, I fuck around in these streets. I ain't no scary motherfucker, but shit, that was some scary shit on the inside, on the low type shit. But you know, I'm keeping my fronts up. I'm like, hey, man, look, I want some of that money. I ain't scared. What the fuck? And he had a little pistol. He was like, man, what I do, man, you gotta be, hey, no scared shit. I'm like, man, what you talking about? What you do? So at this moment, I ain't got none of the shit for him that I need. So he like, all right, I'm gonna ride over. He like, ride with me. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna ride with him. Cause you know, I was out of peanuts. So while we riding, I'm thinking, my thing is he about to put me on point and show me what's up on how to, you know what I mean, get some of this money, cause he always got hundreds. So while we ride, he talking, and I'm thinking, what in the fuck did I get in this car? I'm scared as a motherfucker a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, spider sense is going, you know, a regular motherfucker. If you wasn't nervous or scared, you nigga, you wasn't human. I'm in this car with this motherfucker, but the money so greedy for it. I'm like, I'm scared, but I'm willing to see what's up. You know, this that type of shit, motherfucker. You don't do right, you get killed type of money. That's that big money. What the fuck is he doing? You know what I mean? So when we ride, he jump out of the car. He go to where he going to get his peanuts at and shit. He grab his peanuts. After he grab his motherfucking peanuts, he run back to the car. I guess he wanted more or something, so he reached under his seat and grabbed an orange scrub cap full of honeys, just full of them. He grabbed a couple of them and went back to the back. I'm looking at that money, but I'm like, shit. Motherfucker, she just came from my house. He talking all this rah shit. You know, I wasn't the man that I am now. I wasn't even the man that I was 10 years ago. You know, I was a boy, so I wasn't finna play with him. Pause. That boy shit, y'all can cut that out. Y'all know what I'm talking. I was a young man, so I wasn't gonna play with him or try him. But I'm like, damn, he got all that money up under there. I mean, I'm trying to figure out a way I can get it without no problems. So we come on back to the house. I come back in, I holler at Raylo. I'm like, cuz, this nigga had that bread, bro. He like, what he do? He showed you something? I'm like, he ain't show me shit. He just went and got him a couple peanuts and shit. He gave me a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? It ain't shit. I'm like, wondering what the fuck he be having going on. So, later on this night, oh my God, hold on. Before I tell y'all what happened later on this night, let me play one more of my dude's songs right quick. Y'all can bear with me, man. Stick with me. If y'all watching now, if y'all catch the video later, it don't matter. Stick with me, man. I'm trying to get my man's song played. I'm still on 20s, my cat 20s. His album, I think it's called Four Side or something like that. Y'all go on YouTube, subscribe, fuck with his shit. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it. My man's got some piece of music. It's just the fact I can't even cut the shit up real loud. I hope y'all can hear it, cause shit, the way I'm getting it, I can't even really hear the shit. You know what I mean? I mean I can hear it. I'm talking about I don't know if y'all catching it. Alright, this I'm just gonna pick the first one because my phone's so damn shitty as well that I gotta do too much. If my phone was working good, I just I find a particular song, but he called this song my everything. So I'm imagining it's about a woman. Let's check them out right quick, y'all. And it's a plane going past. Hope y'all can hear it. I'm trying to get close to the speaker a little bit, y'all. Okay, it's a little bit better now. I know y'all can hear it a little better. Matter, matter of fact, fuck that. I'm going back to salsa. Cause we ain't hear it right the first time. We're gonna hear it a little bit better right quick. And then I'm gonna continue on and tell y'all what happened. But it was crazy. Hey, salsa. Got a rollie on my wrist and a baggie in my whip and now it's saucy. Design on my dick, got a rollie on my wrist and a baggie in my whip and now it's saucy. Go ahead, 20. Motherfucker fire. I like this shit. And a baggie in my whip and now it's saucy. Design on my dick, got a rollie on my wrist and a baggie in my whip. Yeah, you know I'm saucing on them. I had to boss up. I took the cover here, but I ain't chill. I bossed up. Hey. Position where them niggas, yeah, they taught us. We can fuck the game up, the real shit they taught us. We can put niggas in position to make the paper. All that punk ass niggas doing bullshit in that head. You can keep it to yourself, nigga. I'm trying to generate some real shit for the richest nigga. I want wealth. Lost me. They started talking foul. All the niggas that's holding away. Well, that's hella wild. Yeah. Niggas on my mama, and I never will. Fuck it, they gon' cross you for a deal. Oh. Design on my dick, got a rollie on my wrist and a baddie in my whip, and I decide. No old head moves. Got a rollie on my wrist and a baddie in my whip, and I decide. Design on my dick, got a rollie on my wrist and a baddie in my whip, and I decide. Design on my dick, got a rollie on my wrist and a baddie in my whip, and got a baddie with me. And she got a fatty. Okay. She want me to bust in that pussy, they baby daddy. Ooh. Bitch, I'm Gucci fine. I got time for none of that shit. Time before that shit ain't mine. Take the kid and put it in your throat. Real niggas stepping every day, bitch, I'm the dope. Red drip like the rain for it. Yeah, I had to come up and they came for it. They lost it. Thought they gon' say the same. When I feel down, get all my shit. I did my thing. And now they looking all lost. I won the fucking game. I only to get I'm the man. And that because I'm lost. Design on my dick. Got a rollie on my wrist. And a baddie in my whip. And now it's all same. Design on my dick. Hey, hey. Big shouts out to my man's 20s, man. Both sides. Go on YouTube to subscribe, man. Big 20s. We got the fire going. Y'all can tell them motherfuckers got higher. Okay. I fucks with that. On some real shit, I fuck with that. Shout out to my man's Big 20s, man. That song called Saucin', man. You go on YouTube, get with it. You see the whole album on there, man. Go fuck with him, man. He live. I fucks with my dude. Okay. Now, where was we at? Oh, I just got through explaining the cuz what just happened. You know, like, I just rolled with dude. Man, I don't know what the fuck he doing. That nigga getting some money though, man. Shit, anyhow, I was so glad to get back home and get in that house though. Back. All right, now at this point in life, my sister she gone to college. Basically, everybody that was there is me and Raylo now. You know what I'm saying? We was the two little cousins out of the four of us. We all live like sisters. Out of the five of us, we all live like sisters and brothers. Really, when you get raised by granny, how it go. And at this point, everybody out the house except me and Raylo. And like I said, granny ain't even driving no more. Unc coming to get her, so you know how that leave it. Me and Raylo, we pretty much in control of shit. Until somebody come intervene. Now my room is upstairs. Raylo is downstairs. I mean, he could have been upstairs if he wanted to. It was another room, but it was just that's where we were used to being at with my uncle. We used to jam with him down there, so it continued. So he downstairs, I'm upstairs. I'm in the room sleep. So I guess Unc then came. It's time to take grandma to work. He come up there, and obviously he just came in, sent the white boy and shit, and put him out and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That obviously must have been the thing that just happened. So he come to my room like, no, bow! God damn, and smack shit out of me. What's up, man? What I tell you about having these motherfuckers in my mama's house? I'm like, what's up? Man, you just had that white boy in here moving around and shit like that. And I'm like, damn, so I ain't want to say shit, I ain't no snitch or nothing, but and shit, that was Raylo who had to have him in here. Shit, I didn't know the motherfucker was even here or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm laying down, I'm like, all right, man, my bad, dog. I get up. He like, yeah, he gone now. I look out the window and shit. I see him, and he pulling off, he leaving. I'm like, shit, when I get up, I got to holler at cuz. Like, shit, the fuck? How you get caught up like that? So, and really, that honestly, you know what? I wasn't even gonna holler at him about how he got caught up. I wanted to know, shit, how much money did he just get from the motherfucker? So shit, a little later on in the day come, I get up, I go downstairs. I'm like, what's up, cuz? I'm like, man, what, fuck you, how much money that white boy come through for? How much money he have? Shit, what he do? What he get? Because keeping it 100 during them days, we really want, moving around. We weren't really bucking no moves at that hour. But, a lot of shit is changing because of the fact, man, look, cuz we in a room. I mean, it was just us now, so maybe, we got a little bit more room to do what we want. So maybe he did develop to bust moves at the later hours. So, but I'm still like, damn, cuz, how much you get from the white boy? He like, what white boy? I'm like, the white boy with the hundreds, man. You know who I'm talking about, the white boys with the hundreds. He's like, I ain't saying him. I'm like, what? They're like, man, I ain't saying him. I'm like, bro, Kelly came and put the dude out, man. He hasn't been down here with you. He like, fuck no. So I'm like, oh, so Kelly, I'm tripping. He seen dude at the door. And man, as I'm saying this, I just realized both of the people I'm talking about rested in heaven right now. R.I.P. Raylo again. R.I.P. Uncle Kelly. God damn. A quick moment of silence. Okay. Because I just thought about it, you know what I mean? Now, I'm like, I call Unc back. I'm like, hey, Unc, when the white boy, when you was tripping on the white boy, because I'm saying after I hollered, I thought I hollered at him through the door. He was in the house. He was like, yeah, he was in the house, but y'all ain't know it. I'm like, yeah, no. I was thinking, I told him to leave. I was tripping. I was trying to figure out, did you catch him going outside? My fault, never mind. He was in the house, though. Yeah, in my mama's living room. Whoa. I'm like, in my mama's living room? So, wait a minute. If he came to the back door, usually just say, for instance, if he did just walk in, because we had a few motherfuckers, y'all know how it goes, that know to just come in. He would have went straight downstairs. Like, what in the fuck? He passed the kitchen up and came in the living room? Like, what the fuck was he on? I don't know what the fuck he was on if Unc wouldn't have caught him. But now, this same day, on the news, it pop up as breaking news as a man, and it was so crazy that, old school days, the white Ford, you know what I'm talking about, the white Ford, like the, not the 96 versions, maybe the 97 versions or something. Maybe it was a 97, or it might have been a 96. Whatever the case, them white Fords was the police car. It was just so happened he did drive one of them. Why did they say on the news, A man, I ain't gonna even say his name, driving a white Ford has been arrested for allegedly, when he got caught, that's probably was his fifth or sixth one. But what he was doing was going into Walgreens, acting as he is the FBI, saying that I need to see your money. Where do you keep your safe at? Because there's counterfeit money going on. We got this big counterfeit investigation going on. And he was cleaning a motherfucking safes out. This motherfucker was going to Walgreens. He's already in a white Ford. He got a suit on. He white. Hey, that's the feds. And he's telling these people that they got counterfeit money. Let me see your safe. And he was cleaning their motherfucking safes out. But about time, it don't take long for shit to get around, but it do take long. See, when you do the first one, it get talked about, reported the second, third. By the time you get to the fourth and fifth one, they starting to look for it. So maybe he got too greedy, but that one, they was ready for him. When he went back there, he said the money was counterfeit, and one of them, the employee, the employer that they was talking to, had said that they had already, had a tip of some shit like that. Somebody was going on and be on the lookout because he might be coming. Made the phone call, got this motherfucker right there in the back with the safe and shit. Boom, arrested him. Whoop-de wham, bam, damn, he's gone. Now, having said all that, if my uncle wouldn't have came home that day, because if he was coming to get some peanuts, okay, no problem. But he know the setup. He know if he was going to get some peanuts, whoever he came to holler at, wanted to holler at, would have been downstairs. You know what I mean? He never, the back door downstairs, that's as far as he come and go. To get to the living room, you got to get past the kitchen. And once you in the living room, next thing is back in the back, 3 back rooms where my grandma and them lay and I. So if my uncle wouldn't have came in, what the fuck was he gonna do? Why didn't he go downstairs to try to get some peanuts? Why the fuck was he walking around the house? And I imagine the type of money that he was getting, it went, and he wasn't no flatties and shit at them points. If you did have a fatty, they still with the big back on the motherfucker. So, like, and like I said, the type of money he get, like, what was he coming for? Was he coming to cause harm to my people? Or was he coming to take something? But if he was coming to take something, what was he coming to take with all this goddamn money? And this little plot he got. I don't know. Who knows? Beats me, man, with a bag of fucking bricks, man. But I have to share that story with y'all. So it's always, man, be careful, man. Don't let those looks deceive you, because although his looks didn't deceive me to the fact that I wasn't, weary of him, but I wasn't super like too scared of him or worried about no shit like that, to the fact where I got in a fucking car with him and rode around. Him nigga could have been a fucking mass murderer or some shit. Ain't no telling what else they got going on after they arrested him. But he kept saying, you gotta have some fucking balls to do what I do. And that shit there was crazy as a motherfucker. That was a scary ass motherfucking day. You did? So, hey, if you out there, man, whatever you got going on, always be careful, man. Pay attention. Keep your eyes open, man, because your life just may depend on it, man. Clown Silly TV. It's your main man, Bud, cuz Mr. No Faking. You did. We had soundtracks. We had my man's Big 20s with Foci, the album. Go on YouTube, subscribe under there. Big 20s Foci, and make sure y'all subscribe. Clown Silly TV, man. I fuck with y'all. Y'all fuck with me. Y'all know what it is.